Hello, Steve Arts 89. Well, Cyclone Alfred. It's barreling down on the border between New South Wales and Queensland, and it's pretty scary. I've been watching the news a little bit. Like, I was having, like, finally, I got my Disney classic, animation movie marathon happening, and I was like working through them and that, and I kept stopping because I'm like, I don't want to like finish the marathon and find out that Queensland is like being wiped off the map or something. So I've sort of been watching little videos here and there just to keep up on the news. But yeah, I mean, just what struck me is just the stupidity of people. Like, on two levels. The police, the emergency services, the news are all saying, get away from the beach, get inside, fortify your house, take everything upstairs, take it away, go somewhere, set up your plan, work out your escape route, do all this stuff because the rain's coming, the wind's coming, the water's coming, the floods are coming. So, and what do people do? I mean, sure, some people panic buy and panic sandbag, I guess. But other people are just going out to the beach and just standing on the rocks and watching the waves come in. I'm like, you idiots. Like, literally you see people standing out on the rocks, out on the edge of the water, and here come the big giant waves, and there they go. They literally got swept off and people were injured, and I'm like, what? How stupid are you that there's a hurricane coming, so you go stand on the edge of the water where the surges and the giant waves are coming. I mean, they registered a 16.5 metre wave. Now, there's some of these sort of freak rogue ones that are happening when things sort of come together. The highest I think before was 12 something meters, so that's how big this is. And people are going out on the beach, and you see all these kids trying to boogie board the waves coming in, and they're being slammed up against these new cliff faces that are being created by all the water being eroded and rushing away and then collapsing. They're all standing on the edges of these new little cliffs and diving off, and I'm like, you realise that wasn't there a couple of hours ago, right? And in a couple of hours that's not going to be there because the waves are going to wash that away, and you're going to be standing on it when it goes. So, like, it's just stupidity. People going out and surfing and jet boarding or whatever you call it, and it's like, really? Like, whoa, gee, the waves are really big and dangerous. Let's go out in the middle of them. I mean, Jesus, just stupidity. I just can't. And then this one reporter, God bless her, it was funny. She was standing there because, of course, whenever there's an emergency and everyone's being told to leave and go to safety, they drive a news camera team out and stick a reporter right in the middle of the crisis and put the camera on them while they're standing there practically being blown away or burned alive or whatever. And because they have to be there in the moment to show us what's happening. And it's like, there's CCTV cameras everywhere. Just cut to those and use people's videos they've taken that they've sent in or put online and leave the reporters out. Like, let them be safe. This woman is just being blown off the beach, and she's just say, oh, F this, and just going for a bunch. She turned around and said, this wind is so bad, I could turn around now and turn into an inverted windsock. And she was kind of funny, but she was pissed, and she just ended up saying, I quit, and walked off. And I'm like, I hope she meant that. Because why would you want to work for a company that would take you and put you in the most dangerous place on earth in that moment just so you put a camera there and try and get people to watch? I mean, it's not worth their lives. I mean, seriously. So I'm just watching this, I'm like, wow. I'm worried for the people in Queensland. I don't really know anyone. Actually, no, I just remember one of my friends actually moved to Queensland during the you-know-what. But we don't talk anymore because, yeah. So I kind of forgot, but yeah, I do actually know someone in Queensland. But I have a friend whose parents are in Queensland. Whenever something happens in Queensland, I'm like, are your parents okay? Because they're the only people I know who live there. Because Queensland is basically where all the racist white people live. And everyone else lives in Melbourne and Sydney. If you don't know Australia, that's kind of how it works. The hotter and higher you go up in the country is where you get the racists and the bigots and the backwards, homophobes and people trying to ban abortion. And part of me is like, oh no, I hope they all survive. And I'm like, you can't think that. And I'm like, yeah, I really can actually. They want us dead. So why should I care what happens to them? But unfortunately, not everyone up there is, white, supremacist, racist, homophobic, sexist, bigots. But a lot of them are. So let's hope if anyone goes, it's them. But we probably wouldn't be that lucky. Probably the good ones who go. And the cockroaches, survive. But yeah, so yeah, I just am watching this and it just made me kind of doubt the media a little bit because I'm watching this and I'm like, they were saying it was going to hit they're saying it was going to be category 3, and then it was category 2, and they're saying it was going to hit on Thursday. Now it's like, well, actually, no, it kind of went around in a circle and came around and looped, and now it's like going to hit on Friday. I'm like, is it still going to be powerful? And they're like, well, actually, no, this is worse because we're getting more time being battered by the winds. It's not diminishing. And I'm like, is it actually going to hit the land? Is it actually, like, are they just getting us all scared to, like, watch the news? Because I start to think like that, and I'm like, damn, I'm damaged now, thanks to all the political stuff and the right-wing, fake news and, allegations of fake news and, alternative facts and all this stuff. And I'm like, even when a natural disaster happens, I start looking at everything through that filter and wondering, is that what's happening? It's really disturbing. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the whole coverage of Cyclone Alfred, and, good luck to all those little Queenslanders.